Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Power Vinyasa Yoga with your host, Michael Dinney. So I'll be doing it solo today. Sophia's off teaching at a studio now that we've opened some things up in Ottawa. So you just get me. We'll start off in a seated position. We'll begin with some breathing exercises. One of my favorite ones, Kapalbhati breathing. So you can sit up nice and tall, one foot in front of the other, and bring your hands over your knees. You're looking for an upright spine, a little bit of lift in the rib cage, and then start to connect in with the breath. And so we'll go for about 60 pumps this morning in Kapalbhati. Before you start, full exhale. Relax the belly, small breath in, and then begin. Halfway there, keep going. Throat relaxed. Exhale fully. Take a slow breath in, about half capacity. Soften the belly. And then hold your breath. Gentle tension in the belly. Holding up to 10 seconds. Lock your throat. Tongue behind top teeth. Little tuck of the chin. Drawing the ears back over the shoulders. Full exhale breath. Slow breath in. Long breath out. End of exhale, empty and hold your breath. So this time, empty of air. Lock your throat. Swallow saliva. Tongue behind top teeth. Low belly draws in, pelvic floor lifts up. Once you have that foundation, next step is softening the upper belly. Before you breathe in, engage the core, just like a forced exhale. Then breathe into that core. As the inhale continues, you can soften more, but you're still trying to maintain a gentle tension. Very subtle. Long exhale. We'll do another full cycle, round 2. So Kapalbhati, about 60 times. Take a small breath in, and then begin active exhale. Passive inhale. Exhale fully. Empty, hold the breath, empty of air. Lock your throat. Swallow saliva. Slight tuck of the chin. Closing the eyes, hold the breath. Next phase, little suction below the navel. Pelvic floor lifts. Upper belly softens. Next phase, full abdominal vacuum. Engaging the core. Slow breath in. Hold the breath. Notice the little bit of tension around the core. You can feel it with your fingers. Very subtle. And slow breath out. And then taking the hands forward, come into ragdoll. Bend your knees, hold on to opposite elbows. Let your head and neck hang loose and just sway from side to side. Releasing tension, tuck the chin. And take a few breaths there. And then very slowly bend the knees, start to roll up to standing. And so we'll do one more exploration of the breathing. This builds upon the previous stuff we did. So I'm just going to show you. It's going to be a full exhale. I'll be empty of air, holding my breath, so I can't really talk. But the idea is to empty the air, hold your breath, and try to relax your belly. So it looks something like this. Bending the knees, hands near the hip flexors. If it's relaxed, it'll jiggle. Okay, the next phase, once you can do that, once you can jiggle, is you try to create the vacuum. Still holding the breath out. Looks like this. And then you try to make it flutter once you can control it. So your turn. Have some fun. Stand up to breathe in when you're ready. Resting breath out. And another cycle. If that came easily, you can then try the full vacuum. Once you have the full vacuum, you try to stick the six-pack out in the middle, but you have to have the vacuum first. And then finish up standing tall. Take a relaxed breath in. And a relaxed breath out. A few recovery breaths. So this is really going to challenge your nervous system and your breathing capacities in a way that actually does cross over into the movement practice. Instead of taking your fullest breath in and then exhaling to fold right away, the idea is to take a slow breath in to like maybe 25% of your capacity, but it's slow, so it lasts for a long time. Then you hold your breath for a few seconds. And apply that same principle to half lift. So instead of just inhaling up really quick and then exhale, jump back to Chaturanga, what we do is we slowly inhale to look up, hold the breath, push into your hands. Maybe you go into a handstand, or maybe you step back to plank. This way you're training your ability to create intra-abdominal pressure to actually make you stronger. So I'll be cueing that way of breathing. It's a little bit different than how it would be traditionally taught in Sun Salute. But to be honest, in the tradition, they leave a lot of room for mystery and exploration. So I still want to honor that mystery, but I'm going to be a little bit more specific to this technique for your own benefit. Let's meet in Samastitihi, mountain pose, top of the mat. We'll explore the first movement a few times, moving with the breath. So inhaling, spread the arms like wings. And then reach forwards, chin behind the arms, hands touch. Exhale, arms at sides, mountain pose, Samastitihi. So that chin behind the arms position is very important for our purposes. Again, inhale, chin behind the arms. If it's comfortable for the neck, lift your chin more and lift the shoulders. Exhale, samastitihi. Slow inhale to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, 3 seconds. Exhale to 5, 4, 3, 2, and keep on going. Try to make the exhale a little bit longer. And again, inhale, gazing up to thumbs, lift shoulders, hold the breath, low belly scoops in. Long exhale, returning to samastitihi. And a few more at your own pace. And long exhale. So remember, on the inhalation, you're only using a small percentage of your total capacity. Try to slow the breath. Too much inhalation tends to undo the core. So we want to balance the apana, the core energy, with the prana, the inhale energy. And we get the two joined, we get these really cool connections in the body called bandhas or intra-abdominal pressure. Head full sun salute. Inhale, gazing up to thumbs. Spreading toes. Exhale to fold over. Lead with the chin. And as you run out of air, look to your navel, tucking in. Slow the inhale, lift the head. Step to plank. Slow exhale, lift the chin, bend the arms. Up dog, inhale, tuck the chin. And then release the head back at the end. Down dog, exhale, look towards your navel, strong in the core of the body. And breathe. Slowing your breath. So the best breath training is really slowing your breath down. With careful attention to the exhale, you'll naturally be able to slow the inhale as well. And let the mind rest in those short gaps at the ends of the exhales, pausing in that emptiness for a brief moment. Same goes for the end of the inhale. Next exhalation, lift your heels, look to your hands. Slowly inhale, step forward. Lift the chin. You're saving the gas all the way for the half lift. Exhale, fold, bowing the head in, tuck the chin. Lifting the chin. Inhale to rise up. Look thumbs. Exhale, arms at sides, samastitihi. And again. Inhale, lift the arms, look thumbs. Exhale, fold forwards, hands down, look navel. Soft touch. Inhale, lift the heart, suck in the low belly. Tensioning the core, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, lift the chin. Tuck the chin to up dog. Inhale. End of the movement, head back. And down dog, exhale, looking to the navel, move from the core. And breathe. Oh, should have done some chanting. My voice is a little gravelly. Oh, there we go. We got it back. You'll find your breath again.
Start to make the arms longer and longer, reaching out through the heel of the palm. You can press your heart towards your feet while scooping in from under the belly to help drop the tail, lengthen the low back while opening the chest. Quadriceps are strong, inner thighs are drawing back, and then we can contract the buttocks without squeezing them together. Next, exhalation, downward frog. Bend the knees, lift the heels. Inhale to jump. Save enough gas for the half lift. Exhale to fold. So the key for that movement was only breathing in a little bit of air slowly as you jump. Inhale, rise up. It takes quite a bit of practice, but it does make you stronger. And exhale, arms at sides. And again. Ekam, inhale, gazing up to thumbs. Chin behind arms, shoulders up. Dwe, exhale, active in the quads. Empty, look in. Trini, slow inhale. Lift the chin, brace the core, lean into the hands. Plank pose or float. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. And breathe. So we can think of opening the heart, lifting the shoulder blades to the ears, even the shoulders themselves, while lengthening the low back. So this involves a little bit of connection to the rectus abdominis, as well as the deeper transverse abdominis, the core set of the core. One more breath. Working the rectus, exhale to round your back, look thumbs. Slow inhale to jump, and then look up. Exhale, fold in. Lift the heart, and then inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms at sides. Last one. Inhale, lift the arms. Gaze thumbs. Exhale, draw a circle to fold. Hands down, look navel. Helps to have the hands forward of the feet. Slow inhale to lift the chin. And then lean into the hands, gaze between them. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Find your breath. If you'd like to try the abdominal vacuum once more, you can take a breath in down dog. Exhale, fully empty. Hold the breath, tuck the chin. Locking the throat, try to create the vacuum. Next phase, look navel, drop the tail. That's the cue that targets the six-pack. Drawing the front ribs in a little, but isolating the six-pack. And then breathe in. And take another full breath out. Resting breath in. End of exhale, bend your knees, look thumbs. Inhale, jump. And then look up. Exhale, fold, ribs in, core active. Lifting the chin. Inhale, rise up. Arms overhead. Exhale, samastitihi. Bend your knees, reach forwards. Inhale, chair pose, utkatasana. Join the hands, head behind arms again. Exhale, fold, hands down, look navel. Lifting the head. Inhale, push into your hands, step to plank or float. Exhale, chaturanga.
Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Look at your navel and step right foot forward, back foot flat. Tuck the chin. Inhale, slowly rise up. Breath control. This is the same breath control you need to float. And exhale, chaturanga. Breath control, nice and slow. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Look navel, left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, roll up to warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. As you bend the elbows, lift your chin. Tuck the chin to up dog. Inhale. And then curl into down dog. Exhale. And breathe. It could be an effort to scrub the lower palms towards each other, externally rotating the shoulders. And then you can integrate more of the counter action, which is making the arms longer. Lifting shoulders to ears, rooting the index finger knuckle more. One more breath. Lift the heels. Exhale, look thumbs, bend the knees. Bracing the core, inhale, jump. And then look up. Exhale, fold, head in. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, standing tall, samastitihi. Bend your knees, still exhaling, pranayama training. Inhale, lift arms. Control your breath. Exhale, fold, hands down. Lift the head. Slow inhale, control the breath. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, look navel and down dog. Right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, roll up with the tail heavy. Look thumbs at the top, hold. Exhale, chaturanga. Continue through at your own pace, other side. Breathe in down dog. So even exploring this pose as a back bend, we're still working with the core. Pelvic floor lifts. Lower transverse moves in. Bracing around the core. And this can send the breath in all directions. So instead of belly breathing, it's more three-dimensional breathing. Radiating out to the sides of the belly, ribs, low back. Even into the heart. Next, exhale, bend your knees, brace. Inhale, jump. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, samastitihi. Still exhaling, bend your knees. Last one. Inhale, draw a circle, look thumbs. Exhale, hands down, look navel. Slow your breath. Lifting the chin, breath control.
Inhale, push into your hands. Exhale, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Long exhale to down dog, right foot forward, back foot flat. The goal is to get there, tucking the chin, all in that one exhale. Roll up through the inhalation. Warrior one. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward, look at your navel. Back foot flat. Slow inhale, roll up. So the key training is this stuff. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale from the core, downward dog. And then we'll meet in downward frog. Heels lift. Turn your feet out a little and bend the knees wide. And just hang out there. Get low. Look between your thumbs. Pulse slowly on the legs. Breathe. And then looking between thumbs, jump behind the hands on an inhale. And then look up. Exhale, fold in. Bending knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, standing tall. Feet hip width. Legs parallel. As you inhale, draw the inner thighs back. Lift the heart up, and then lift the chin. Exhale, fold. Reach for the big toes with peace fingers and thumbs. Look in. Inhale, suck in the low belly. Lift the ribs. Spread your shoulder blades and let them lift. Exhale, fold in. Repeat that a few times. Inhale, keep hold of the toes, shoulders up. Lift the chin. Exhale, fold. And once more, spreading shoulder blades. Inhale, push through the knuckles of those index fingers. You can stay there or fold on the exhale. And breathe. Inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, step on the palms of the hands, toes to forearms. Again, inhale, spread the toes, tone the quadriceps, look up. Exhale, fold, lean into the balls of the feet and the heels, and breathe. Slight tuck of the chin, long through the crown. Inhaling, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, hands to the waist. With strong hamstrings, scoop the tail under. Rise up on the inhale. Nice and slow. And then exhale, Samastitihi. Standing in the middle of the mat, we'll step the feet 4 to 5 feet apart. Inhale. And then turn the right foot out for warrior two. Exhale, bend the right knee. Kung Fu Warrior. Prepare the left arm for battle on an inhale. As you exhale, lunge on left toes and press the left hip forward. And repeat 5 times. Inhale, prepare. Feel free to step in closer. And then exhale, press that left hip forward. Inhale, prepare. Bracing the core. Exhale. Try to find a psoas release. Front of the left hip stretch. 2 more to go.
So we're training the pelvis to follow the spine. Instead of fixing the hips, letting the pelvis move by allowing the back leg to turn, allowing the back foot to move. Good, last one. So hovering your knee, pause there, and then press forward through that left forearm. Serratus anterior activates to spread the blade, and then you can lift the whole arm from there. And so this invites the rib cage to lift up, further releasing the psoas, since the psoas attaches around the low back, lumbar region, T12 as well. By lifting the rib cage, we're able to stretch it a little bit better. It's a lot of work though, eh? On your inhale, straighten the legs. Back to center. Exhale, left foot out. Warrior 2 stance, like a short warrior. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lunge on right toes. Pressing the right hip forward. And repeat that, moving slowly. Use your exhale, drawing the ribs in. This is the same kind of pattern that we use for floating. Protracting the scapula, drawing the ribs in, which is very different than sticking out your butt. We're getting away from that pattern. Tensioning the back of the leg is part of that big network of connections that we call the Apana pattern in yoga. So last one, hold. Bend your back knee a little bit more, firmer in the buttock, forearm forward, and then up, and breathe. Right hip pushing forward, left hip pulling back. So this has actually allowed us to draw back through the left hip, meaning the right hip will come forward. Inhale, come up, returning to parallel. Exhale, right foot out, left toes in a little. Take that right hand down for Trikonasana. You can hold the shin, ankle, or big toe. Gaze at the top thumb. And the key for that movement was actually allowing the pelvis to turn a little bit towards your right leg. Instead of trying to keep the hips square, we're actually allowing the pelvis to revolve around the femur. That's the key movement pattern. Once you're in the pose, then you can engage the muscles that you would use to square the hips. So you can engage the buttocks, the back of the legs, draw the ribs in, which is all part of the Apana pattern, but it's a question of when we integrate that. So once you're in the shape, then you integrate it. And with practice, it more and more naturally happens simultaneously, in just the right amount to get the pose done. On your next inhale, come up, parallel feet, left foot out, right toes in a little. Exhale, Trikonasana, letting the pelvis turn a little bit, letting the hips move with you. Left sitting bone scoops under. Grip big toe, shin or ankle. Gaze to the top thumb. So the natural tendency is, once you're in there, to just kind of collapse and rotate the left leg in, sticking the butt out. Think about scooping that left sitting bone under, engaging in the back of the thighs, glutes, drawing the front ribs in with the core. As that happens, you might start to get a bit of release in the front of the right hip, even in the psoas. And moving from the core, inhale up to parallel, Parivrita Trikonasana, right foot out, left foot in a little closer, flattening. So let the hips move with you. It's like Kung Fu Warrior, but not quite as much movement since we're not lifting the heel, we're keeping it down. Draw back through the right hip. Left hand to the shin or floor next to the foot. Try your fingertips instead of the palm, so you're lifting the heart more. And then draw back through the right hip, allowing the left leg to spin in. Too much inner spin will end up lifting the left heel, so find that happy medium. Ground the back heel, ground the outer edge. Next exhale, look down. Inhale, come up parallel. Exhale, change the feet, take an extra breath. Again, inhale, letting the hips move with you. Right leg spins in, but keep the heel rooted. Right hand comes outside of the foot if possible. Instead of hand flat, which helps with binding, try staying on your fingertips to work more with the pelvis position, drawing the left hip back. You might start to feel some smaller muscles around the left buttock contracting. And breathe. The floor is just there for balance if you need it. So is the wall. I'm all over the place this morning. Squeeze the heels towards each other and notice the effect. Notice how this helps the pelvis turn towards the front leg. On the exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, turning to the side. Exhale, feet together. Samastitihi, mountain pose. Extended side angle, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, long stance. Right foot turns out, warrior two. Left heel drops back. As you exhale, let the pelvis move with you. Right hand outside the foot, gaze to the top thumb, reaching long through the fingertips. Press your bent knee out towards your arm a little while rooting firmly through the foot. And breathe. So we've used the prana pattern ideas to get in here. Integrate the apana now, drawing the front ribs in. Keep the tail heavy, back of the legs strong. Start to lift the left shoulder blade to the ear while externally rotating the shoulder. Finding a nice counterbalance. On the inhale, come up, parallel feet, and then left foot out. Right heel can drop back a little. Exhale, inward spin of the back leg. Pelvis turns towards the front leg to help you get down low. And then find the counterbalance, turning the right chest open to the sky and drawing the ribs in. And so if you have like a hip asymmetry or scoliosis, you could have a totally different approach from one side to the other. This is my shortened side with scoliosis, so I like to stretch it more by letting that top shoulder lift and allowing my left side body to shorten more. Main thing is that the left leg is strongly supporting the body, strong in the buttock. Send the breath up the side body. Inhale to come up, parallel feet. Exhale, right foot out, Kung Fu Warrior stance. Take a breath in. Exhale, let the hips move with you. And then keep on going, left arm outside of the leg. Try reaching the hand to the floor next to the heel. Top arm reaches forward by the ear, just like the past posture. Initially lunging on toes. As you get really comfortable in the twist, you can step the foot flat potentially. You may find it better to stay in the lunge. That way your pelvis is turning towards your front foot. Once that's really easy, the back foot flat causes the pelvis to reverse directions just a little bit to keep it interesting. It's always a question of timing. Different technique for different times. Exhale to look down. On the inhale, come up. Turn to the other side. Kung Fu Warrior, exhale, lift the right heel. Left knee comes into the midline initially. Right arm outside the leg. Once you place the hand, start to press the arm and leg into each other. Left chest turning open. Top arm reaching. Low back soft. Front ribs drawing in. So use the Apana pattern really strongly on that lower arm, the right arm. Exhale, look down. Tail heavy. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Feet together. Wide legs. Inhale. Exhale to catch your waist and turn the toes in. Drawing in below the navel. Inhale, loop the shoulders up and back. Lift up through the heart. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Inhale, roll up like a wave. Lift the chin, spread your shoulder blades. Fold on the exhale, do a few more spinal waves. Inhale, rolling up, shoulder blades spread, chin lifts. Exhale, fold. And last one. Good, now try holding this posture, pushing the hands towards each other, arms straight. Gaze between your thumbs. And with straight arms, play with leaning forward onto the tips of the toes. And the key is using the breath. So we're going to take a full exhale before we move. Slow inhale, about 20% to lean forward, lifting heels. Exhale to land. Inhale to lift. Exhale to land. Maybe the toes come up as well, we'll see. Start with the heels. Okay, good. And then feet on the ground, take a breath in. Exhale, fold forwards. Walk the hands back underneath the elbows, roughly in line with the feet. Shoulder width. And breathe. Find stillness in the posture. So if the head does come to the floor and you'd like to try an inversion, go onto the crown of your head. Try to find neutral spine. Elbows squeeze in to activate external rotators. Hands push in. And then once you get lift off in tripod headstand, try lowering your right leg and twisting to bring it towards the left arm. And then come up, switching sides, lowering the left leg towards right arm. So you can keep playing around with that. If you do have the space, you could try taking that to side crow. It's an intermediate variation, but it's super fun. Taking that right leg to the left arm, we actually squeeze the left elbow in to try and hook the thigh over the elbow. The harder part is coming up. So landing your feet, take an inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, pause, catch your waist. Inhale to come up. Exhale fully, C variation. Inhale, spread arms. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, pull through the arms, lift the chin. Exhale, fold, squeezing shoulder blades. And you might wiggle the feet a little bit further, aiming the top of the head to the floor initially. Doesn't have to meet at all. As you retract the scapula, try to turn your shoulders slightly inwards, elevating shoulders to ears, keeping the intention of retraction between the shoulder blades. With your exhale, bend the knees a little. Inhale to come up. Exhale at the top. Hands to low belly. Inhale, lift the heart. Lift the chin. Exhale, fold. Catch your big toes with peace fingers and thumbs. Again, inhale, lift the heart. Look up. Exhale, fold. Bending into the arms. Quadriceps active. Share the weight through the heels and then the balls of the feet.
Lower band of the transverse is strong, just above the pubic bone, below the navel. Pelvic floor is lifted. Inner thighs are pressing back, and then the sitting bones can squeeze in as we squeeze the heels towards each other. Next inhale, lift the heart halfway. Exhale, pause. Hands to the waist. Inhale, come up. And exhale, mountain pose, middle of the mat. Parshvottanasana. So stepping the feet 3 feet apart, inhale. Exhale, turning the shoulders in, just like when you interlace the fingers. Bring the fists together or palms together. Right foot out, left foot steps in. Take an inhalation, wiggling the hands up the spine, and then lift the heart. Exhale, fold over your right leg, tearing the mat apart with the feet. Once you've found your pose, try squeezing the heels towards each other. You can go back and forth until the desired balance is reached. And then let the technique dissolve, be in the breath. Slowing the breath. Inhale to come up. Exhale, other side, left foot out, right heel back a little. Grounding the back heel, inhale to lift the heart, spin the right leg in a little, and then exhale, tear the mat apart with the feet. Quadriceps active. You can also try squeezing the heels towards each other. And breathe. On the inhale, come all the way up. Half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Right foot out, left toes in. Bend your right leg, lift the left leg, gazing down your right thumb. Find your balance in the pose, spreading the toes and firmly rooting the ball of the foot. And then from that rooting, explore bringing the left leg back, attempting to stack the leg with the torso. Keep rooting the ball of the foot. That's your foundation point. Whoa, lost it and fell. Long exhale. Slowly land the foot. Inhale, center, left foot out, right heel back. And exhale, Ardha Chandrasana on the other side. Rooting the ball of the left foot. Over time, you might straighten the leg more once you feel that connection is really firm. You might even feel a nice release in the right psoas if you can keep the core online and the backs of the legs strong. Exhale, land the foot. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, step to the top of the mat in mountain pose. On an inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, look navel. Inhale, look up, push into your hands, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Back to plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, lifting the chin. 3 more to go. Plank on the inhale, head neutral. Exhale, lift the chin, low plank. Head neutral, reaching back through the heels. Lift the chin, pushing off the toes a bit. 1 more to go. Chaturanga, holding. Lift the chin. Feel free to lower your hips, lower your knees. Strong in the upper back. Try to pulse up and down a little.
And then upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Take a free breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees, look thumbs. Inhale, jumper step, coming through. And with your exhale, take the right foot to the inner thigh for Janu Shirshasana, or you can move directly into bound lotus. Reaching for the left foot. Inhale to suck in the low belly, lift the heart, look up. And then take a few breaths in this posture. Head neutral, lengthen up through the crown. Try to slow your breath. Lifting the heart. Next exhale, fold over your leg. And breathe. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, right hand behind you, right foot on the inner thigh. Inhale, lift the hips, reaching back through the left arm. Strong in the back of the leg. Next phase, open the arms out to the sides. Abduction, retracting the scapula more as the heart lifts. Keep pushing into the index finger knuckle. That's your counterbalance of the Apana. Long exhale, slowly sitting back. Other side. Left foot in, half lotus or Janu Shirshasana. Sucking in the low belly. Inhale to catch the right foot, lift the heart. Take your first few breaths here. So instead of shoulders down, we lift the shoulder blades and we lift the whole rib cage to meet them. Getting tall through the crown of the head. Pull back on the leg. And then exhale, fold over. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, take the left hand behind you. And then inhale, reach back. And then gradually start to open up, bringing the arm out to the side, retracting the scapula. So it's more of a back bend. Extending the right hip with strong Apana. And long exhalation, slowly sitting back. And bring your legs out in front now. Purvottanasana, everyone's favorite, nobody's favorite. Loop your shoulders up and back. Hands half a foot behind you, maybe more. Mine's like a full foot because my arms are long. Lift the heart first, so you're already in the form of the pose. And as you exhale, dig into the heels, turning on the back of the legs to lift the hips. This is a good place to stay. Core is active, drawing the front ribs in. Next phase, head back, hips higher. Index finger knuckles root, strong Apana in the shoulder. Exhale, slowly coming down. Very good. And then right leg folds in towards you. Marichyasana A, so feet are about hip width or so. And with an exhale, squat into the right foot, sitting bones off the ground, lift your bum. Reach the right arm forward, squeeze the leg into the sides of the ribs, and then try to catch hold of the left hand or the left wrist. Inhale, lift the heart, let the right buttock stay up. Exhale, fold over your left leg. So actively press the back of the right arm against the shin. Notice the strengthening happening around that right armpit. Your shoulder depressors are working. The same connection for arm balancing.
Inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale. The classic one is hands down, keeping your leg in the posture. Try to lean back to get the foot up. And then with the foot lifted, left leg up, lean into your hands. That's pretty tough. So let's try this one instead. Right leg over shoulder, lightens the load a little. Squeeze the leg in, same connections. Back of the arm presses against the leg. With your left leg up, rock forward. Okay, then bend your leg. Come forward with the heart. Try to take the left leg back. Chaturanga, exhale. Whatever happens is great. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look thumbs. And it's an inhale to jump through. That's your core strength. Left leg squatting. Exhale to reach forward, lifting the buttocks, wrapping the left arm around. Catch the right hand or wrist. Inhale, lift the heart. Actively push your arm against the leg. Turn your right chest open and breathe. Strong in the left side body. So you can basically think of Marichyasana as like a gentle training for the arm balance that we do after. Same connections we're trying to use. Your straight leg is going to squeeze towards the midline, even though it won't really move. Inner thigh is active, hip flexors are online. And then your squatting leg squeezes in towards the ribs, strong in the back of the armpit. And keeping that, inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, prepare for liftoff, left leg over the shoulder. Or you can keep it in the squat if that's available. Lean back, right leg up, and then rock forward, pressing into your hands. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, sitting. And we'll lay back. Quick finish today. Bridge pose. Same principles. Loop your shoulders into the floor, letting the shoulder blades lift and retract a little. Inhale, hips up. So you can stay here, wiggling the arm bones closer to each other. If you have a block nearby, feel free to place a block under your sacrum. The more advanced form is actually using your own hands outside of your sacrum. So I'm going to show you what my hands are doing. My thumbs are going up the spine. The palm is going just near the top of each buttock, thumbs up. So I'm rolling my shoulders towards the floor, but it's really the backs of the humerus, the arm bone, that takes more weight. Bring the feet together. And with an inhale, right leg up. Hold it there for a while. Breathe into your belly. You can play with pressing the hands to compress or lengthen the low back. If you push your hands towards your tail, that'll help you create a bit more length. On an exhale, lower the right foot, feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Breathing into your belly. So this is like shoulder stand meets fish pose, meets bridge pose. It's a great posture. Richard Freeman was really fond of this one. And I'm going to show you the super advanced one. It doesn't look like much, but be warned, it's harder than it looks. So I'm going to start by bringing my right leg up with the knee bent. Tension the core, left leg up. Do this with knees bent initially. Next phase is trying to straighten the legs once you're comfortable up there. But enter it with bent knees. And bend your knees to land the feet. With the feet hip width, inhale, full bridge. And then exhale, lay down onto your back. Let the knees fall in towards each other, keeping the feet wide. Take a moment to feel the residue. Relax around your hip flexors. Breathe into your abdomen.
Roof of the mouth is soft, released. And then we'll take the knees wide apart towards the shoulders, dead frog pose. Press your sacrum to the floor, relaxing and lengthening the belly. Knees wide. And then bring your legs together, hands on the floor, so palms down next to your hips. Raise the legs up. Exhaling, use your core to bring the feet behind you. This is a plow pose variation. Hands can stay on the ground. Option 2, reach back and take hold of your big toes with peace fingers. This one can actually be a little bit nicer than the classical plow since your shoulders are overhead. They're better positioned to take the weight. And you can let your spine round. Try to breathe into your back. Catching big toes, exhale to set the core. Inhale, rock up, bouncing on the back of the sitting bones. It may take you a few tries. Keep hold of the toes. Once you find your sweet spot, lift the heart, lift the rib cage, lift the shoulder blades. Gaze to the big toes. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, cross your legs, round your back. Remember, it's the inhale to lift. We rock forward, knees in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees down. And then exhale, tuck in your shirt, set up your mic. Interlace the fingers for frog forearm stand. So I like the hang loose group that I learned from Richard. Took a little while to adapt it. Most of us learn with tucking the little finger in at the bottom, which is fine as well. The advantage of the hang loose grip, little fingers out, thumbs up, helps us really stay in the edge of the palm, so we can really connect with the rotator cuff a lot more. So a great way to build that awareness up, keep the head off the floor. Turn your hips out, knees out, and then push your hips back. The further your hips go back, the more you're connecting to the strength of hip flexion, which is going to help you with all of your arm balances and inversions. It's also challenging the shoulder range of motion more. So if that's too much, come forward a bit so you're not in full range. If it feels okay, keep pushing the hips back. Release the back of the neck. Nod the head up and down. So your next step is frog headstand, using that same grip, head behind the hands. We bring one leg up like a frog leg, thigh bone to belly. I'm going to rock on the toes of the other foot, just playing with the position. Stay strong with the wrist. And then I can hop the leg up as the next step. So notice how my knees are bent. I'm flexing my hips instead of going up, drawing the thigh bones towards the belly. Knees are out wide. It's a great way to get control of the pose, working more with hip flexion, the psoas, connecting the upper leg bone to the back of the spine, which is key. You could even think of lifting the buttocks and honoring the natural curve of your lower back. And you can play with lifting the buttocks a little more, letting the knees come up a little. Still working with hip flexion.
Still intending thigh bones to elbows, even as they lift to the sky. When you're finished, come into a squat. With the heels rooted, interlace the fingers at the back of the skull. Push into your left palm to stretch the left side of the neck. And then press through the right palm, stretching the right side of the neck. Inhale, look forwards, lift your heels, hands down, round your back. We let the elbows go out a little bit wider than the hands. Push the hands in, squeeze the elbows in, and then try to lift up to crow pose, Bakasana. And exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale through sitting. And then feet together in bound angle or Baddha Padmasana, holding on to the feet if you can. Inhale to lift the heart and chin. Leading with the chin. Exhale, fold and breathe. And then inhale, slowly coming up. And make your way onto your back, Shavasana, relaxation. Completely letting go of any control over the breath. Relax the body.
Take all the time you need. All the time you need in Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing. Peace.